Thank you. And congratulations, my friends. I want first to thank our parents for their tremendous support. Without them, we would not have been able to accomplish what we celebrate today. I know I echo every graduate here when I say to my father, Chris, and my stepmother, Pat, thank you. I love you very much. If I could thank each of our parents in their first language, I would, but I only have one other, so I will settle with that. Quisiera felicitar a todos los padres por sus esfuerzos y apoyo. Sus graduados se lo agradecen. Gracias. I also want to thank the faculty for their inspiration and guidance, and the administration. Without those whose tireless work, this would not be a great university. I want to thank especially, though, UCLA's staff, those who have maintained the grounds, cleaned our classrooms and our restrooms and our dorms, and cooked our food. President Clinton and Ariane Huffington were both supposed to speak here today. They both refused to come because the University of California has not yet negotiated a wage increase for these workers, our staff. To speak, they said, would be to cross a picket line, but I disagree. Speaking to the staff, about the staff, to you now, as Clinton could have done, would have done far more good than simply staying at home. And so I will say what he should have said here today. Without our staff, we would not have a university. They deserve market wages and a good faith negotiation from the university. As graduates of this extraordinary school, we have a responsibility, if not to support the union's cause, to at least understand it, and to hear their grievances and pick up the literature outside. And above all, we must thank them for their work. So, thank you. That said, though, this is our day. We don't need Bill Clinton to send us off. No. We've got each other, right? We've got our friends, our families, our professors, and all of our tremendous accomplishments. And we are indeed leaving behind quite a legacy. As those of you who were on campus on Wednesday night will remember, many of us ran past this very building, stripped, nearly nude in our undies, in order to dance in Royce's main quad. Many of you may have seen mine. I remember they were quite distinctive. There are also, though, shall I say it, a more sober set of traditions that we leave behind. In the winter, for instance, Dance Marathon, a student-initiated endeavor in its 7th year, raised more than $380,000 for pediatric eggs research. That's a record. Our service groups, such as MECHA, the African Students Union, and the Community Service Commission, all of whose members I've known, and other groups, have all valiantly served Los Angeles, mentoring students in the city's worst schools and prisoners in the county's worst jails, and always fighting for the rights of those who are so often ignored. These traditions, some new and some old, some of service and some of glee, are all tied together by a simple belief. A better world is urgent and it's possible. When we UCLA students see something that needs change, be it an acute lack of nakedness in Westwood or crumbling schools in South Los Angeles, we fight for that change, and we fight for it with our greatest asset, our creativity. And that's what I want to speak to you about today. We've spent our years here creating, painting the campus and the city and the world as we've known it, like a canvas with our imaginations. What we've built is tremendous. In our conversations with our peers and professors, we've probed and challenged and even upended the beliefs we were so sure of when we entered UCLA just a few years ago. We've created new ideas that helped us construct our own personal, political, and moral philosophies. In our art studios and theaters, we've created new art. In labs, synthesized new genes and new molecules. Or rather, as Bob Goldberg, my professor, wanted to point out, we discovered the genes, not synthesized them. But in our organizations, be they business fraternities or activist groups, we've plotted new missions and new goals, set our groups and with them our generation in a new direction. So as we step forth tomorrow, having tossed our tassels and thrown our mortarboards, which you all better do, we enter a new world of boundless possibility. We stand on the threshold of a new adventure, and as we go forth, we must remember the power of our creativity to make that adventure so much more meaningful. For some of us, this step into an uncertain future causes trepidation. Most of us do not know yet, really, what we want to do. What is certain, however, is that we know one thing. We know what John Steinbeck called, in The Grapes of Wrath, the last clear, definite function of man. That we, man and woman, a more politically correct John Steinbeck would have said, we, man and woman, have muscles aching to work and minds aching to create beyond the single need. This is man, he wrote, and this is us, the class of 2008. In a commencement speech this year, former British Prime Minister Tony Blair advised graduates to be doers and not commentators. Those student leaders who felt the sting of my own commentary in the Daily Bruin might think that this is a piece of advice particularly well suited for me. But I think that advice is well suited for all of us, myself included. It is easy to create an idea, a comment, as Tony Blair called it, to jot it down, to share it with a friend, to advise another to take it on. It is another thing entirely, however, to forge something of that idea. We must be creative in our thinking, but also do the work to make our thoughts, ideas, and dreams a reality. And so, friends, keep your creativity sharp and alive. Stay always working hard to understand your world in a different way, to build something, whatever it is, an idea, a business, a social movement, just something new. Be bold, be ambitious, and never, ever give up. And with that, I leave you here on this waning summer evening. This day I know will stay forever with us, and I hope this small message will stay forever with you. Congratulations again, my friends. You know, I know you've earned it, we've all earned it, 1,000 times over. May we forge an incredible future outside those doors. I have a feeling that we will. Thank you very much.